On YouTube. How's everybody doing out there tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm not having such of the best days in the world today, but this is trucking and shit happens. So I'll go into detail about what happened tonight. Picked up my load coming down to leaving there, going to the house, and I'm roughly about 400 miles away from the house, and blew another axle seal. It's really got me a little irritated and ticked off, thinking, maybe I need to have a talk with my safety manager on Monday, because the truck just come out of service and it just doesn't make sense why I'm blowing axle seals like I am. I mean, the truck was serviced last week and it just doesn't make sense. I went into service on Wednesday last week, and in a week and a half I've blown 2 axle seals within 2 days of each other. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm a little over it right now, but this is trucking. Shit happens, but I'm gonna see if I can't Wesley S. I blew a wheel seal. I'm roughly about 416 miles away from home right now. Blew another axle seal. This is starting to get a little old right now, blowing axle seals and stuff like that. What's going on, Jay Bird? How you doing, man? But blowing axle seals just left and right now, and I don't understand why. The truck literally just come out of service, so I'm gonna see if I can't turn my spotlights on. No, it's actually on the truck. I'm gonna see if I can't turn the floods on and see if I can't get enough light down there to have it where we can see. Alright, let's see here. No, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there on my fender, you see all that oil right there? It's not just right there. If you look at right here underneath the trailer, let's see here, right there on the apron, there's oil right there. And then let's see here. See, I don't know how good y'all can see that, but there's oil coating the whole outside of the tire here, and it's all over my brake drum, on my torque arm down there, on the frame, everything. I mean, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I agree with you, Wesley. The mechanic screwed up on that. Yeah, I know. And this weekend I'm praying that I can get home, because just in case, my truck's got, I'll tell you guys here. Our truck's got 618,785 miles on it. But the truck's been running solid since I've had it. I've had the truck since it had 560,000 miles on it. Never had an issue with it mechanically. It's just when I got it serviced in Des Moines over there at our main terminal, since then it's just, you know. Oh yeah, Jay Bird. It just seems like ever since it's come back from out of being in service over there at Des Moines, it's just had problem after problem. I've never had this shit. I didn't have this issue when I got it serviced in Tampa, Florida. I didn't have this issue when it got serviced in Joplin, Missouri. So right before I got the truck. But I'm not bashing TMC. I'm just saying it's just weird. But I think the mechanic that worked on the truck might have just had a little carelessness in the way he went over the truck. But I'm not bashing TMC in any way, and I'm going to put this out there, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not bashing TMC in any way, not talking trash, not doing any of that, because, you know, if they do see this video, you know, I want them to know that I'm not talking bad about the company. I'm just talking about, you know, it's kind of weird that, you know, after it comes out of service that these issues are starting to arise, and that, you know, maybe they should take a little bit better look at their mechanics that they're hiring, you know. But I'm not the guy that signs the paychecks every day, so I can't make that decision. So, but I've got to be careful of what I say because of, you know, the reputation TMC has, and they don't want their reputation or image, you know, ruined. So I got to be careful at what I say about this. But but yeah, even right here, I don't even know if you guys can see this, but if you look right here on the frame, you can see the spray of the oil all the way back on the frame from where it's been leaking. I mean, that's not just a day of freaking fluid on there. That's been doing that. That's been doing that for a while. So, you know, if you're like me, you keep the truck washed every week, and you keep it freaking washed every other day. It gets dirty. You're asking for a truck wash if you're like me, you know, because you like your stuff looking good and being shiny going down the road. Because I polish this truck almost on a weekly basis when I was home. But being it was the winter time, you know, the salt, it eats all the polish and stuff off on your truck, so it's really a little redundant to polish the truck when it's just, the salt's going to ruin your polish job anyways. So yeah, they got a mechanic coming out to actually fix it right now. Oh yeah, I actually I was in Jonesburg when this happened, and actually there's the truck repair guy right there. He's just about to pull up and fix the truck. But Gary's Truck and Trailer Repair, these guys are awesome to be able to come out here at this time of the night. I'm actually here in Stratford. What do you mean? They didn't. You want me to drop the trailer? Okay.
Make my life easier.
Okay.
I'm all about making my life easier.
Hey, work smarter, not harder. That's this first one right here.
Let's drop it and pull up on this side of me over here by this light.
All right, I will. All right, so we're gonna be unhooking the trailer. He wants it unhooked so it'll make his life a little bit easier to work on the truck. No, it's work smarter, not harder, man. Come on, get it right. Well, I'm out of hours, and I'll show you guys this. I'm out of hours. I have no hours left on the clock to run, so And yeah, I'm gonna have to stay here tonight anyways, so it is what it is. Oh yeah, I hear you on that one, man. Come on. I'm gonna have to back up on the trailer so that way I can unlock the kingpin, because, well, unlock the fifth wheel because it's not wanting to unlock. But I'll show you guys the unhooking process for you new guys out there. And I can laugh about that because I was a new guy at one time. Alright, let's try unhooking now. See if I remove some tension off of it. Alright. What?
Shingles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take one of them damn things. I had to load by hand.
I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube right now. YouTube live.
I'm done.
Axle seal, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's go around here and drop the landing gear. Ah, shit. I'm a dumbass. That's okay. We'll just have to take and move some of the dunnage back in order to get the dolly legs to go down. Oh, landing gear, my bad. This is gonna be hard to do right here because now I have to, if I can pull my dunnage. I don't know what the heck's going on with the YouTube. Okay, right on there, brother. On your 10-hour break, huh? Alright. Alright, with this, Jason, I'm going to tell you this. Whenever you drop your landing gear, you want it just above the ground. Alright? Especially when you're loaded. So that way, whenever you drop your trailer, you can get back under it real easy. I'm going to show you why here in just a second. Alright, drop your air suspension. should fully drop once your fifth wheel fifth wheel will drop a little bit with it. That'll let you know that you're good to go to pull out from underneath it. Yeah, I do a lot of dropping hooks because TMC has a lot of preloaded trailers, and then you just easily pull out from underneath it. You don't feel the truck tilt down whenever you drop a trailer, because you're setting the trailer down at a level. With your landing gear down, you're actually setting the trailer on the landing gear instead of pulling out from under your trailer. And then with the height of the truck, it's actually just dropping the trailer on the ground. It saves you from damaging the landing gear and stuff like that. I think that's going to be good for him. Alright. But yeah, that's the way I do it, because you leave your landing gear about 1/4 of an inch off the ground. You drop your air suspension, it'll set down on the ground, and it'll actually, whenever you pull out from under it, your truck won't do this number as it pulls out of it. It'll actually pull out and stay level as you drive out from under it. Mr. Chapstick, I've been driving for TMC for almost a year now. Oh yeah, with that too, it saves, like Wesley S just said, it saves your airbags and your leveling rods and everything like that, because some of these trucks actually from the factory, they come out with what they call an auto level suspension system on them. And what that does is, like, if you're on like a slight grade on like a hill or something like that, it'll actually level the truck out to keep the trailer and everything level. And sometimes it'll actually drop your airbags to keep everything level from shifting and stuff like that as well. It's actually a pretty cool feature, but sometimes it becomes a pain in the ass, because like if you're in an area getting unloaded and that stuff drops, you got to wait till the truck airs all the way back up before you can move it, because it'll actually dump all the air out of your tanks too as well if you ain't careful. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these boards back up for the dunnage, and then we'll get back to the live video. Alright, but yeah, like I said, you know, this is trucking, shit happens, but you know, yeah, same with mine. But let's see here. Now that we got some light here for you guys to see this, see it right there, that oil. Let's see here. There you go. There's your better picture of the tire wall. All the oil's covering it and everything like that. And you see it on the brake drum down there and on the brake shoe and everything like that. But yeah, it sucks that it happened on my way home, but you know, it is what it is. but we're gonna get it fixed, because like the other day it was this one and now it's that one, so it's kind of strange in my opinion. Actually, I'm gonna look at them all right now just to make sure. Because if one goes out, I'm pretty sure another one will. Alright, I don't see anything else on these, so this should be alright. On these trailers, we got them on the on these trailers right here with the 10-foot spreads. Our flatbeds have a 10-foot spread on them, as this one is a 53-foot trailer. This axle right here, whenever you hit your air dump, dumps the airbags on your suspension, and what it does is it changes the pivot point of the trailer to the front axle as the main pivot point. And when you do that, you cut about 8 feet off your turn whenever you dump the airbags in the rear suspension. And then what that does is it'll actually lift the axle almost up off the ground, and what it'll do is it'll just rotate as you make a turn. That's what a dump valve does, and it also saves wear and tear on your tires and stuff like that from dragging, dragging them across the ground like that. Yeah, Wesley, I usually pull a 48, but our John Deere account, they use 53-foot trailers, and that's what I had was as a John Deere load last week after the truck got done being in service. So I got stuck with a 53-foot trailer, and I've had this 53-foot. This is actually not the same 53 that I had. A guy actually swapped trailers with me to take my load, and I was taking his load. He had a 53 because he had pulled a John Deere load 2 weeks prior and couldn't get rid of the trailer because he had to take it back up to Des Moines where the John Deere account is. So yeah, but yeah guys, this is the shingle load I was telling you guys about, that I was going to make a video about this weekend or today. But this load right here is a Certainty shingle load, and you may ask yourself, why do I got 2 straps on the front stack and the rear stack but only 1 on every stack after that? So the reason why is because you want, for DOT, you got to have 2 straps on the load within the first 5 feet, right? So you're going to do that with this right here. You're going to put two straps on that pallet, 2 straps on that rear pallet. Now with this load, it weighs 43,200 pounds. If you do the math, that is 8 straps. I have 8 straps on this load. All right. Now this is one of the loads where TMC makes an exception for not doing the 1.5 times the securement, because this is the way that they teach you how to do it and load securement. But what's going on, Dogbone? But also you see that I've got my X strap on the front, and right here you'll see some guys, they'll put their X strap right here and put an edge protector. Some guys run them like this, like I do. This is the preferred method that I use because, all right, so let's say that the load moves, right? Well, if this pallet isn't secured, but you secure this, well, where's the pallet going to go? It's going to come out from underneath the load, and let's just say it shifts. Well, you're not securing the pallet. You're actually going to have a pallet shoot out and possibly come off your trailer. No, it won't cut that strap because it's not really that sharp of an edge on here. It's just like a rough cut lumber. It's not really that bad on your straps. Plus the straps are like nylon straps. It's really not that terrible on them. If you look at it right here, I mean, it's, you know, not really, you know, got that too much of a sharp edge to it. I mean, it's just little planks for pallets. I've actually tightened the neck strap on these before and actually broke a pallet. So yeah, if it was metal, it'd be another story. But yeah, you see how I've got these straps set. Okay, now another little technique that I'm going to show you guys right here is again, is the pinch trick for your straps. All right, so you take 2 of your fingers, you pinch it. Now if you can take 2 of your fingers and pinch it and make it touch both ends together, this is not a DOT legal strap. For one reason, the DOT, if they stop you and ask you if your straps are tight and everything like that, and they go down and check them and do that, and they touch both ends of the strap together, they're gonna cite you for a loose strap. And for every loose strap, I think it's like $25 or $30. Might even be more than that, but I ain't never gotten a ticket, so I wouldn't know. But also, like with these, you don't want to tighten down on the straps too tight on them, because what you can actually do is you can actually make the shingles collapse and break. So like, you see how I'm missing a shingle right here on the top stack right here, but it's right there in the center. And the reason why I do that is you flip them, because you see how the top stack up here is laid across it right there? Well, in theory, they say if you put a strap in the center, it's going to hold it all on there. Yeah, I don't too much, you know, want to say anything against it, but that's the way I was trained to do it, and that's the way I do it. So, but I'm not saying it's right or if it's wrong, but that's the way I do it for all my shingle loads, except for Temco shingles, because you can actually get shingle loads out of there where they're not stacked like this, and you can actually put one strap on them. These are the one more of the difficult ones to haul because of the way that they strap them. So, you know, it is what it is, you know. Jaybird, what do you haul there, by the way? Are you a van, tanker? What do you do? Alright, let's go see what they're doing here. Yeah, that might get a little bit loud, but yeah, I was thinking about going in here to McDonald's and getting something to eat, but I don't know. Oh, okay, so you are a van and a reefer driver, okay. Alright. It sounds almost kind of funny saying reefer because, you know, yeah. But anyways, just looking at the truck, it's irritating. You know what I'm saying? It's irritating. But yeah, guys, I just figured I'd go live for this one and show what, you know, really happens, you know, out here on the road for some of you new guys that ain't never seen stuff like this in the truck stop parking lots or anything like that. This is a common occurrence. You'll see guys out here working on trucks like that all the time. And you'll look at it and go, God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. And sometimes it does. I'm being dead serious. This is like the 3rd time that this has happened to me. First time was a trailer light wiring issue. the second time I blew a tire. Well, yeah, I did blow a tire. The retread started coming off of it. No, Trucker Dan, I'm not breaking shit just yet. It just seals bad axle seal. But yeah, then this is the third one. So yeah, I should put a t-shirt and a hat on that says I'm broke down and start wearing it sometimes, you know, whenever I am broke down, just to make a funny joke about it. But yeah, I was in a pretty bad mood. Yeah, right? I hear you on that one, Jaybird. Man, I've had all right loads this week. I mean, considering the area that I was running in and stuff like that, dealing with the first breakdown of the other axle seal and stuff like that. Like I said, this is the second axle seal this week, and it just kind of seems a little odd to me. But yeah, other than that, with everything that I had going on this week with having to get shut down for the shop and everything, getting delayed on that, I actually made $2,900 to the truck this week. But this load that I'm under right here pays. TMC is an over-the-road company, but they do also have dedicated regional routes and stuff like that if you want to do something like that as well. They also have day cab runs in certain areas of the cities and stuff like that. In certain states they do anyways. But this load right here is going to not San Antonio, Austin, Texas. And it's, I don't know if I should tell you guys what this load pays. It's pretty good. It pays almost $2,000, I'll tell you that. So, but, you know, there are them days where you get some awesome paying loads with TMC. Like I had a load one time that went 98 miles for $688 with a 6,000 pound load. I'll do that load every day of the week because I can same day it and possibly go back and get another one and get it delivered too. This load total is like 950 miles. Yeah, Jaybird, I'm a company driver for them for right now. I'm looking at going lease here in about 3.5 months. Once I hit my year mark, I'm looking at going and leasing one of their trucks from them. I mean, their lease program is pretty good. You actually get the title to your truck when you pay it here, but your expenses are a little tricky to figure out on these trucks. This truck right here, they're gonna take it and sell it. They're probably gonna ask anywhere between $59,000 and $64,000 for it. It is a 13-speed transmission in this truck. It's got a 450, I believe, Cummins in it, ISX 15, and it's a 70-inch sleeper double bunk with a 265-inch wheelbase. It's not a bad truck. It's actually one of the best trucks I've had since I've been here, and I'm not a Cummins guy either, so that says something if I'm impressed with it. I'd rather have a Cat any day of the week over a Cummins, but beggars can't be choosers. Dogbone, this is TMC Transportation. We're based out of Des Moines, Iowa. And we do flatbed boats and John Deere specialized equipment. We have roughly about 2,500 trucks and drivers and a big office staff. So I don't know how many people we got working in the offices and stuff like that. It's pretty big. But yeah, let's see, the payment on this truck would probably be don't make me lie to you. I'd have to do the math on that. Oh shoot, Warwick, I didn't even notice you were there until I seen the Sydney to Melbourne. Yeah, dude, that sucks. What's up, Pierre? But well, if you do the math, the load pays a little over $19.50, I think it is, or something like that. I could actually check it, but if you do that at a 29%, which is what I'm going to make off of that load, off of this load is 29%. It'll probably come out roughly to about $350-$450 that I'm going to make off of this load. See, I was wrong, but I was close. But yeah, I mean, the way the percentage scale works here is if you're on their percentage pay, is that you work off of what they call a snapshot. It's got a point scale and everything like that to it. It's like a performance-based system is what they call it. So like your revenue goes into play on it. You know, the more revenue you get, the more points you get. That's one of the biggest things is your revenue to get your percentage up. And then it goes into fuel mileage, your out of route, appearance of your truck, whether you got CSA points, your idle times, stuff like that. A bunch of the stuff. Let's see. You take your TQM class, which is called a time quality management class, which is like 5 extra points and stuff like that. Like if you have your hazmat, your freaking TWIC card doubles and stuff like that, you get more on that. No CSA points is 15 points. If you max your fuel mileage, it's 40 points. You max your revenue out, you get 95 points. Appearance is 5. Let's see, out of route is I think 40 points if you max it at the lowest you can get it. It's just little stuff like that. What is Pierre saying here? Out of route, it is like the way they do well, no, your revenue is based off of the loads of what they pay the truck. So like, let's say you make $5,000 to the truck that week, you made $5,000, you maxed your revenue points. Oh yeah, I hear you on that, Warwick. So Pierre Rice says, tell them about them large edge protectors so you don't have to flip them stacks of shingles. So they actually make a edge protector here, and I'll use the outside view here on this. They actually make an edge protector that'll go from one edge of that shingle pallet to the other end, and you can actually put, you know, straps over that without even flipping a bundle of shingles. And they're pretty cool. I actually like those edge protectors like that. If only I could get my hands on them. I think they're like $30 or $40 a piece or something like that. They're not too expensive, but you know, it's still a little expensive. But let's see, on the outer route, like whenever they do their dispatch miles, like the DOT says that it has to be from zip code to zip code, right? So it's basically like air. The way it was explained to me was it goes off of zip code to zip code and like air miles or something like that. It's something weird. But it goes from zip code to zip code, and like everybody knows that from zip code to zip code is not, exact miles, because from zip code to zip code it could be actually an extra 30 miles down the road before you get to your destination. So yeah, it's your outer route does play into it. I think mine is down to like 9%, which is pretty low. Sometimes it goes all the way down to 4. It depends on how I plan my trips too. Here recently I've been down to 6%, so as long as it's that low, I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, right now I'm 2 points away from getting 30%. So let's hope that I hit that 30% mark, because that's more money. That's about $200 extra a week in my pocket. But yeah, also another thing I forgot with the snapshot point scale too. Parking up is a big thing too. Like TMC, they want you to park up on Sundays at your receivers, right? Before 9 o'clock at night, because 9 o'clock their time at night is 7 a.m. You're going to get your time back, right? So if you're unloaded by 7 a.m., you send your empty in, right? You got a full clock, fresh clock, right? So get this, you get the best pick of the litter of the loads that are in your area. Loads that got some miles on them and pay pretty good, or loads that pay pretty decent and got some decent miles on them. So get the best load that you can out of the area that you're in and stuff like that. So it's as long as you do what TMC asks you to do, you can make money here. But it's been a struggle for me since I've been here. Had a lot of debts and stuff to catch up and stuff like that. So I've just gotten to where I can, depending on, how far you got to go, stuff like that. Like I've had loads where I go to Oklahoma City to deliver. Well, I don't have to leave my house until 5 o'clock at night that afternoon, or 6 o'clock that night, because Oklahoma City is only 2.5 hours up the road. And I always go and park up at the TA. That Country Pride restaurant up there, I love it. Plus they got a truck wash up there, so that's also a plus. And it's an authorized TMC truck wash, so every time I'm up there I get the truck washed. Those guys know me by name up there. I come up there so much. They be like, "Hey George, how you doing?" But yeah, if you guys are if I got any new guys in here that have not seen any of the videos on my channel, please like and subscribe to my videos. Give me your feedback, what you think of the videos, what you'd like to see in further episodes, stuff like that, because there's always new content coming out, and we're always doing stuff. Load securement videos, little how-to videos, stuff like that. So little tricks of the trade that I'm going to show you guys. No strippers, Dan. No. I'm a happily married man almost. Hey, Dan, if you like them lot lizards, man, I'm pretty sure you give one $20, they give you a good ride of your life, I tell you. But, I mean, a lot lizard do anything for $20, I tell you. Oh, man. Talking about lot lizards, man. A buddy of mine was telling me about one. He said he was parked in a truck stop. Somewhere, it was down there in Texas somewhere. I can't remember. He said he was sitting in his truck. Actually, it was his trainer's truck, I believe. No, it was his truck. Yeah. He said the truck next to him was rocking pretty mad hard, and he's just sitting there looking at it, and he's just sitting there minding his own business. A lady gets out of the truck, and she goes, "You got any napkins?" He said, "Yeah, sure." He handed them to her. Well, I probably shouldn't go into much detail after that. She cleaned herself off down there, and when she was done, she threw it, and it hit the dude's tire, and it stuck to him. My buddy told me, he was like, my buddy told me, he said, "Man," he was like, "I about threw up." He said, I was just like, "Ugh." So yeah, it was pretty funny. I heard it and I was just dying. I was dying, man. But out of my friends and everything that drive for TMC, I'm probably the only one here that has gotten lucky enough not to deal with a lot lizard, because I'm smart enough not to go to the truck stops where they congregate at, apparently. I'd rather go park at a mom and pop truck stop than anything. Like these McDonald's parking lots and stuff like that, I'd rather park here versus over there at the Loves. We got a Loves there and a TA across the street over there, I believe. I'm at oh, by the way, if any of you guys are in Missouri right now around Stratford area, I'm over here at exit 88 at the McDonald's over here. If any of you guys watching this video are in the area and want to stop by, I don't mind, but don't be crazy and don't try to kill me. You know, with doing those little rest areas like that, you can't never keep the weird people out of them. You can't keep four-wheelers out of them, so it's no use. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Dan. I'm pretty sure you're sick enough to figure out something to send me. I mean, you're a pretty big redneck, dude. I can tell that you're probably pretty creative about how to get somebody back or something like that. So I'm not even going to go there, because that would be like a payback war between the both of us. Oh God, don't be getting into the prison jokes or anything like that, man. But yeah, see, like, I love doing these live videos here because, you know, you can BS with BS with people. I mean, it's you know, a lot of good times and a lot of funny laughs. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not looking for a bunch of trollers or anything like that to freaking come and troll my channel or anything like that. But if they do, I'm not going to give them the time of day anyway. So I can recognize a troll when I see one. You know. I'm looking at the mechanic over there crawling underneath the truck. I almost feel bad for him. Yeah, I do. Who votes go get a sweet tea from McDonald's? Who loves the sweet tea from McDonald's? I do. Anybody want to go with me into McDonald's? You good there, man? All right, let's see here. Still are, I think.
This was easier when I was 20.
Oh yeah, when you're a young buck and everything, like me.
Yeah, like you.
Alright, yeah, he's got it all tore apart now. See, here's the wheel bearing. The bearing in the for the axle. The axle nut. Let's see here. Your other axle nut. Shit, I forget what these are right here. I forget what these are. What's the these are I want to say these are the fucking washers for it, but I can't remember now. Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Jason. Hey, you want anything from McDonald's? I'm about to go in there.
Nah, I just ate a while ago from Kentucky.
Hell, I can pick you up a sweet tea or something.
You waitress or something, you can hear about.
Oh Lord, there's you a good shot of how much oil is on the tires. Yeah, here you go right here. That's how much oil was in my brakes. That's how bad it was. Yeah, not safe to drive. So, well, I'm gonna go run into McDonald's here. I'm gonna run into McDonald's and go grab something to drink and
You fine?
give me something to eat.
Go right ahead, young man.
Hey man, I ain't that young. Hey, I'm almost to 30, okay?
Democrat, because they usually disappear when the work starts.
Hey, now I was a mechanic before. I know how it is. He said, "Yeah, I was smarter." But yeah, he cracked a joke at me. He said, "Yeah, all you young guys disappear when it's time to go to work." Which is partly true. A lot of the young guys that were mechanics back in my unit, they disappear whenever it was time to go to work and work on something. It was actually pretty funny. I hope that this McDonald's is still open. If not, I'm gonna have to walk across the street here. Well, actually walk across the parking lot to the Love's. Go get something to eat. So we'll see. We are going to McDonald's. Or is this McDonald's even able to be used? They're doing construction on it. See? Y'all renovating? Awesome, still open. All right, all right, all right. How's it going?
Good. How about you?
I'm making it, I tell you.
Here you go. Thank you. You're welcome. You're an angel.
I'm doing all right, darling. How about yourself?
I'm good.
I'm gonna do number 8. We'll do a 10-piece.
We don't have the tenders right now.
Oh, you got sucked. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. We'll do number 3, large.
We're here to go.
To go.
919.
Jesus. You're breaking the bank account, I tell you. Alrighty. $9 for a freaking meal. Jesus Christ.
I get the cookies, yeah.
Please say they got sweet tea. Oh God, that's unsweet. Oh my God. I can't believe I just drank unsweet tea. Y'all got any sweet tea back here? Thank you. Oh my God, unsweet tea. Yeah. Thank you, dude.
Oh, you too.
Oh, come on. All right. Man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh Lordy. Man, this is really cool. I like this. Check this out. This is the first McDonald's I've ever seen like this. No, they don't have them yet. I've been to one with them. I didn't know how to operate it, so I didn't use it. I was wanting to try their chicken tenders. Heard a buddy of mine got them and said that they were pretty good, so I wanted to try those, but they're out. So yeah, so if you guys are just now tuning in, we're down right now over here at the McDonald's with the truck parking at exit 88 on 44 in Missouri. Had another axle seal go out, so yeah, I'm a little upset because I was on my way home. So, but other than that, shit happens. It's trash. Man, Kyle, if you're talking about texting you back, yeah, I was driving, man. Yeah, we'll go with that, man. We'll go with that. But Kyle, actually, we had a axle seal go out. That's the only reason why I went live again on YouTube tonight. I was going to text you when I pulled off the road. Had an axle seal go out, literally about 200 miles down the road. Noticed fluid leaking, and then they just said, yeah, just drive it down here. And alrighty, thank you. You guys have a nice night. Got to McDonald's. So it's pretty funny. The guys out there. TMC's next Hollywood star in the making. LOL. That's pretty funny, Dan. Wow. Jason B says, wow, almost like she's kicking you out of there. I'm pretty sure she is. She just doesn't seem like she wants to talk to me. I guess it's just because I'm a guy. Alright. It is what it is. Not too many females like me anyways. Not until I get married and then they start chasing me like a dang stuffed pig. But it's true. Like, you can have all the girls in the world that you want when you're married. Whenever you become single, it's like, oh, they don't want you anymore because they now can have what they couldn't have before. So they just don't want you at just one time. They just want to use you until they can get you. I'm in Stratford, Missouri, exit 88 of McDonald's. Oh yeah. See, these are the best YouTube live videos because you can actually BS on them and just talk about stuff. What does that mean, Warwick? You cart in a cooler. Oh. Where's my fancy new gizmo at that holds my phone? Yes, guys, I call it a gizmo because I'm retarded. No, I'm at the McDonald's. They got a truck parking over here at the McDonald's. What are you checking for, man? You trying to see if you can see my truck broke down or something? That's not cool, man. Oh, you... Yeah, uh-huh. And I'm Donald Trump. Man, I should have got a Big Mac. You're damn right. You know what? I ain't had a burger and french fries and like 2 weeks. So I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you too. Yeah, Jaybird, get you some sleep. You have a good you have a good night there, and hope to hear from you soon sometime. Maybe we can shoot the shit again. Oh yeah, right before bed too. Depends on who you're talking to about that. Being sleep's overrated. So, Kyle, how's everything going tonight? Whoa. So Jason B, I have a guy in my class just came out of jail 4 months ago, was in for.
I would have your boss check his record, see if you put the last wheel seal in, and find out why they use silicone. Because that's what they cause the seal leak. Getting in there with on the rubber part of the seal and everything. But there's silicone in there. No reason to put silicone in there at all.
Alrighty. Just found out the reason why my wheel seal just went bad. Somebody put silicone in my freaking hub. Okay, so that is what Jason B said. So I have a guy that's in my class, just came out of jail 4 months ago, was in for 10 years trying to help him get into trucking. Yeah, for him being in jail for 10 years, I mean, there's not really, depending on what he did, you get put in jail, it depends on depends on who's wanting to hire him. Yeah, I hear you, Kyle. Yeah, it's no problem, brother. So, oh, you get it. That lot lizard I ordered. Yes, he did. Yeah, I hear you, eh? Right over there, mate. Sorry, Warwick, I had to do it. You Aussies over there, man. Hey, are you a Kiwi or an Australian, by the way? Yeah. Yeah, Jason. Warwick's been here, Warwick's been here for, I don't know, last 20 minutes. What? What's some BS? Oh God. We're in trouble now. We got a true Aussie. Them blokes, man, they don't know how to act sometimes. Actually, I'm kind of curious about that. Ha 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 ha, real funny. Fair bump play on, mate. So, Warwick, do you do the road trains and stuff over there? I can't remember if I asked you that or not. Oh yeah, Pierre, yeah, it's bullshit. I'm definitely going to be calling road repair as soon as he leaves. Because that's bullshit. And then on Monday, I'm going to be talking to safety. Because the jackass that worked on the truck. That's probably the reason why the other one went out. Damn it, I shouldn't call the guy a jackass. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Bubba. Oh man. I'd probably had a pretty good hefty environmental ticket for that one. Warwick, you should come over here to America and take a vacation over here one time. Try down to like Miami or California, down to one of the beaches and freaking have some fun out here. Oh Lord, Jason. No, we won't mug you down here unless you're in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah, I agree with you, Kyle. Yeah. Kyle says you would become the EPA lot lizard for them. The ticket would be so high. Probably true. Jason B says a Corona in Miami is $15 and then they put a 25% tip on the top without even asking. Trucker Dan says take him to strip clubs, laugh out loud, and bars. You know, taking him to a bar, maybe. a strip club, I don't know if he'll appreciate a strip club because, you know, American women may not look as good to him as Australians. But then again, he could have the sense of humor like my grandfather, old and perverted. Which is a crime shame because I'm just like both my dad and my grandfather. So we might get along. I don't show it on here because you never know who's watching these videos. Phone keeps saying low battery, low battery. I got the sumbitch plugged in. Jesus Christ. Okay, yep. He get along with us Americans real great. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut this. Go ahead and cut this live stream. But yeah, I was just wanting to talk about, you know, trucking shit happens type deal, and yeah, you guys have a good night, and we'll pick this up, you know, maybe next week sometime. So you guys have a good night, and we'll talk at y'all later.